Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna hike 1,000 steps to Midstate Trail up at Ravensburg State Park. Let's get hiking.
Tonight, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help.
Man, I'll tell you what, picking a 1,000 step trail for my first hike in 2020, whew, I feel like I've never hiked before. Well, we're 5 minutes more to go.
I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out.
Actually need to take a break already. Damn. I mean, it doesn't help. I'm actually just getting over like a respiratory infection. So I'm feeling that in my lungs right now. But it's beautiful out. It's January, it's 50 degrees, it's sunny, Pennsylvania. Gotta take those days as they come. I know last year I talked about doing 100 hikes in a year challenge. And as you guys know, that wasn't really obtainable for me. I was just too busy. Between work and other arrangements, I just couldn't get on the trail every weekend, and it became kind of a hassle to try and get to that. This year I do want to set another goal, but it's not going to be a hike quantity goal. I've decided to do a mile goal, and I think I'm going to set that goal at 500 miles. So from January 1 to December 31st, my goal is to get to 500 miles this year through day hikes and backpacking trips. I think that's pretty obtainable. I did the math. I think it comes out to like 44 miles or so a month. So if I get like one backpacking trip in here and there, do day hikes at 7 to 10 miles a day hike, I can get there. This hike I'm on right now is gonna end up being, I think 3.5 miles altogether. So that'll be the first 3.5 miles in my 500 mile challenge. Wish me luck. Anyways guys, caught my breath. Let's keep on going up these steps. All right, I'm on top of the 1,000 steps. Now on the Midstate Trail. For those of you who don't know, this trail was actually rated the top trail in Pennsylvania in 2019. This is my first time on it, so let's check it out. I'm not really sure what way to go. Is it left and a right? I'm assuming you have to do that Bear Paw Loop Trail. We'll see. All right, see you guys back on the trail. Well, that's a pretty decent overlook. Wasn't really expecting it. There's just a little side trail off the main trail. Making my way back to the main trail now. That's one thing I always recommend when you're coming out for these day hikes, is if you see a side trail, you should probably take it. Chances are it's gonna be an overlook or water source or something like that. But every time I take a little side trail, I'm always happy I did. Well, let's continue on this hike. right, so one of the things I'm unsure of is I'm at this like little crossroads section here. There's a sign that says crossover back there, as I showed you just a second ago. And I looked on all trails, and it's not really clear what direction to go. There's 3 directions, no real trail marking. Crossover seems to be pointing this way. I'm gonna check it out. Although this doesn't really look like a trail, it looks like a service road. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know how it works out in case you guys hit up this trail at some point. All right, guys, so about 1/10 of a mile later, I checked all trails again just to make sure, and this is the right way. So if you start this trail down from Ravensburg State Park, you take your first left after the 1,000 steps and walk that loop trail for a little bit. Once you get to the Midstate Trail sign, you're gonna wanna take a right there, and that's gonna take you over to the crossover sign eventually. And when you get to the crossover sign, which is where I'm at right now, you take a right, and it's gonna look like a service road. That's the way the trail is marked on all trails. I'm sure there's other ways to get back to Ravensburg State Park, but I like to stick to the map that I started out with. All right, well, time for some boring service road hiking. Well, that's it, guys. I finally made it back to the beginning of the trail at the top of the steps. I got to make it my way back down to the parking lot now, so that should be kind of fun. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button down below, and please consider hitting that subscribe button for more backpacking and hiking related content. And as always, guys, keep on hiking.